She never raised her voice. Not once. Not when her mother-in-law poured hot pepper soup on her freshly ironed dress the morning of her husband's promotion dinner. Not when the woman told the whole family she was barren, even though the doctors had already confirmed the problem was not hers. Not even the night she locked Ada out of the house in the rain and told her son his wife had gone to visit a man. Ada Okonkwo did not shout. She did not curse. She did not pack her bags. She waited. And what happened 10 years later? The woman who tried to destroy her life ended up crawling to her gate, the same gate she had once slammed in Ada's face. This is Ada's story. Ada met Emeka Okonkwo at a mutual friend's birthday party in 2009. He was quiet, responsible, the kind of man who called his mother every morning before work. She thought that was a good sign. It was not a good sign. Mama Emeka, Mrs. Ngozi Okonkwo, had decided before Ada ever stepped foot in that compound that no woman would be good enough for her son. She had a candidate in mind, the daughter of her church president, a girl she could control, a girl who would bow. Ada was not that girl. From the moment Emeka brought Ada home to introduce her, Mama Ngozi began her campaign. She told Emeka that Ada looked loose. She told relatives that Ada's family had no good name. At their traditional wedding, she refused to smile in a single photograph. And when Ada gave birth to their first child, a son, Mama Ngozi arrived at the hospital, took the baby from the nurse's arms, and told Ada, "You have done your duty. Now don't think this child makes you permanent in this family." Ada lay in that hospital bed, stitches still fresh, and said nothing. She just looked at the ceiling and breathed. Emeka, he said his mother was just being herself. He said Ada needed to learn patience. He said that in their culture, a wife must honor the husband's mother above all else. So, Ada learned patience. Not for Emeka, for herself. For 10 years, Mama Ngozi ran a quiet war. She told Emeka that Ada was spending money on her family behind his back. A lie. She told him Ada had been seen entering a hotel with a man, a complete fabrication. She told the children that Ada did not love them, that she only cared about herself. Emeka believed her, every time. There were nights Ada cooked dinner and Emeka arrived home, looked at the food and said his mother had told him Ada was eating out with her lovers, so he would not be eating her food. He threw the pot in the sink. The children watched. There were Christmases where Mama Ngozi deliberately planned the family gathering on a day she knew was Ada's mother's funeral anniversary, just to force a conflict. And when Ada quietly asked to be excused for 2 hours to visit her mother's grave, Mama Ngozi told everyone at the table that Ada had gone to meet her boyfriend. But here is what Mama Ngozi did not know about Ada. Every morning, before the children woke up, Ada wrote. She was a trained accountant, but her real gift was with words. She had been quietly building a small financial advisory blog since 2014. By 2017, it had 40,000 readers. By 2019, she had been offered a column in a national business magazine. She told Emeka once, he laughed, "Who will read your blog? Focus on this house." She focused on both. The final straw came in January 2020. Ada had saved for 3 years, secretly, carefully, to pay the school fees for all 3 children for the entire academic year. She handed Emeka the payment receipt with a quiet smile. That evening, Mama Ngozi called. By the next morning, Emeka was in the city room with his bags packed. He said his mother had told him Ada must have stolen that money from somewhere, that no ordinary wife earns that kind of money unless she is doing something wrong. He left. He moved into his mother's house. He told his friends Ada had been unfaithful. He filed for divorce and asked for custody of the children, coached every step by Mama Ngozi. Ada sat in her sitting room that night with her 3 children asleep in their rooms. She did not cry. She opened her laptop and typed 2 words at the top of a new document. The divorce was granted in 2021. Ada got the children, she got the house, and she got something else, her freedom. By 2022, her financial advisory platform had grown into a registered consulting firm with 4 staff. Her column in the business magazine had earned her a book deal. She was invited to speak at a Women's Economic Empowerment Summit in Abuja. She bought a house in her name on her land. Meanwhile, Emeka had begun to unravel. Without Ada managing the home finances, Emeka's salary disappeared into her mother's demands and his own poor decisions. He lost his job in a company restructuring. He borrowed money he could not repay. He found a new woman, and 6 months in, that woman packed her bags and left, saying she could not live under the shadow of her mother. And Mama Ngozi, the woman who had terrorized Ada for 10 years, she fell ill. A long, expensive illness, and Emeka, now broke and broken, could not afford her treatment. On a Thursday afternoon in March 2023, Ada's house help came to tell her there was a woman at the gate. It was Mama Ngozi. She was thinner. Her wrapper was not ironed. She held a small envelope in both hands, a hospital bill. She had come to ask Ada to help her pay for her treatment. The same gate this woman once slammed in Ada's face was now open before her. Ada looked at her for a long moment. Then she said, "Come in, let me make you tea." She paid the hospital bill, not because she owed Mama Ngozi anything, not because she had forgotten, but because Ada had always known something that Mama Ngozi never understood. Revenge is loud, karma is silent, and grace is the most powerful thing a wronged woman can carry. Ada Okonkwo did not destroy her mother-in-law. She did not expose her. She even didn't tell her story publicly, not until her book came out, and even then she changed all the names. She just built her life so beautifully that the woman who tried to ruin it had no choice but to stand at her gate and knock. Now, I want to hear from you. Team Ada, drop a comment if you think she did the right thing by paying that hospital bill. And if you know a woman who survived a mother-in-law like this, share this video with her. She deserves to know she is not alone. Like, subscribe, and come back because you don't want to miss the next story.